Hi, this is Mike making my video to add to my collection. Uh, Today is like the 1st of April. Uh, yeah, April 2024, and it's roughly 3:15 in the morning. Um, yeah, I've been thinking, about things, about how to explain, how to do magic and miracles and manifestation, basically. And, with that being said, um, I talk about that stuff and I'm fascinated with it. But, with that being said, I also like to go into detail, about how to do that. And it talks about awakening the pineal gland, the third eye, and making the two minds into one mind. So anyway, it talks about when two make peace in one household. Two sides of your mind. I think it says two brothers or two. It means husband and wife. Actually, is a better way to say it. Make the bride and the groom. When they make peace in one household, this temple of mine, and it's a household, and when a house is divided against itself, it will fall. So it talks about this temple, and how you make peace with the other side. One side is creative, and the other side is one rules the night, one rules the day, and the other side is rational. Shiva and Shakti. So, with that being said, you have, when you sleep, I think, I'm not completely sure on this, but I think the rational mind is not in charge. The creative mind is in charge during your dreams, and the subconscious level wakes up, and you have all the expressions of that part of your mind, and so anyway, you stay awake long enough. What happens is the creative side of your mind, or actually the two minds become one, and you start to hallucinate, and ultimately everything's a hallucination. But the thing is when you do, the dreams become a reality. And so things that you can do in a dream state, you can do in a physical waking state, when you make the two into one. And once you do that, you can move mountains. And you can say to this mountain, move, and it will move. So, but anyway, you have to renounce the world. You have to give up things to get things. So sometimes, you might have it playing on your heart to give up a lot of stuff, and when you do, what happens is the universe opens up to you and reveals the hidden things. And so with that being said, you become awake. We're sleeping, we're in a kind of a hypnotic state right now. We're awake. We think we're awake, but we're not truly awake. So, that's what happens. So, we're in this hypnotic state, and it's kind of like when you drive your car home, you're driving, and sometimes you get home and you're just like, how did I get here, but you did, so it's like you're awake, but you're in hypnotic trance, and then you go through all the motions of your day, and then when you wake up, that's an entirely different state altogether. It's kind of like you're alert, and I don't know if any of you have done drugs before, but yeah, it's very much the same as that. It is the same. It's just methamphetamines, for example, or cocaine. When you do that, you're so alert, you're so awake, and you're so, um, or DMT and stuff like that. You wake up, and you wake up, and you become aware of what's really going on, and it's a very dangerous place to be, and it's very powerful. But anyhow, that's what happens is you wake up, and then it gets to the point where you risk your life, and you seek death and you find life. It doesn't necessarily mean that, but it means you risk your life. You do things that will push you beyond what you normally would do. You have this thing in your mind. I don't know. It's a certain part of your brain that triggers, and I forget what they call it, but not the medulla oblongata, but it's like something similar to that. It's a hair trigger, and then basically what it does is it triggers and it stops you from doing things. It's your conscience basically, and you feel uninhibited when you don't have that mechanism. That mechanism gets stopped, and then you basically do things that you normally wouldn't do, and you take chances. So with that mechanism in place, you're too afraid to make a move, and you're over analytical, and you're skeptical about everything. And with that being said, that stops you from achieving many things. You have to go the extra mile. You have to go the extra distance. You have to take chances. You have to risk your life sometimes, and you have to go farther, and then get past the faith barrier. And then with that being said, you do those types of things, and then what happens is the universe will acquiesce and open up to you and show you something that, or many things that you normally would never achieve, and you're too afraid to do. And because of that fear, cowards will not inherit the kingdom of heaven. And that's what happens is when you're a coward, like that one picture by Marilyn Manson, Portrait of an American Family. The bloodshot eyes, distended belly, and a sore dick. That's basically what a lot of people have. And so the thing is cowards don't inherit the kingdom of heaven. It means that you have to be alert, you have to wake up, and you have to take chances. It talks about how to make money by gambling. It doesn't always necessarily mean go to the casino or buy scratch-offs. It means take chances in life and gamble, take a chance. And it also means invest. Invest in your friends with money, invest in the bank with money, invest in something that's going to have a return. And, you don't take that $1 that was given to you, that coin, and bury it in the ground and keep it for somebody. You basically invest that money and keep it flowing, the flow state with money, and it will come back to you. So what you give away comes back tenfold. It's like seeds, when you plant them. So anyway, there's that, and then of course there's ideas that you add to and that people help nurture and water, and those seeds grow and they germinate, and then they amount to greater things in your mind. But then there's also a seed that's planted in a woman's body, that can become a human being, a treasure that's buried in a field. We're talking about the treasure, the pineal gland, the pearl, and that's buried in a field, prepared soil. If you plant a seed that's planted on prepared soil, it will grow. Not too much sunlight, not too much water, the right amount of fertilizer and this and that, the right conditions, and it grows. So, when somebody's receptive and they want to learn something, you basically, you plant those seeds, and then what happens is something I say, sticks in somebody's head 10 years from now, actually becomes something very powerful and grows into something very immense, So, anyway, there's two types of seeds you can plant. One being, let's say, living water, sperm, and stuff like that, and then of course, uh, you know, ideas, and those ideas grow inside of your head. It's like they talk about like leaven, yeast, and they basically add it to bread and it expands. Like your head, your brain, and the bread expands inside your head. The brain, and it grows as a large loaf. And it's kind of funny, but they put these real simple explanations on stuff, and they also talk about uh, the treasure. You work the field. That was you inherited a field, and you work the field, and you discover a treasure that was buried in the field. The pearly gates and the wide gate, the narrow gate, such and so forth. The camel through the eye of a needle, and all that. So anyway, um, the Bible pretty much talks about sex. It talks about childbearing and people and economics and planting and harvesting, and miracles, heaven, and opening your mind. The neural networks get established in your head. Once they do, you see things in technicolor, you see things in beautiful colors, sounds are more crisp and clear, and your mind is so powerful that you can move mountains with your mind. It's the craziest thing, but it's true. And it's like you're looking through the same set of eyes. The world has never changed. It's just your awareness of it has, and then you see things differently. You change the way you look at things, and the things you look at change. So with that being said, you just realize that you're looking at things through the same set of eyes, but you might have rose-colored glasses on one day, or dark shades on the other day, or clear glasses. So you have 7 chakras, and let's say you have 7 sets of glasses. You put them on. Each pair of glasses represents each chakra. So that's how that works. And you have 7 heavens, and each one of them has a different way of seeing things. The heart chakra has to do with love and all that, and then of course oneness and connection with everything. And of course, above that is the mind, the crown chakra, and that has to do with, the most spectacular things in the world. And of course, below the heart chakra, I don't know, courage, and heart, the emotions, and that's with water, and then earth, fire, wind, and water. You have 4 parts of your brain. There's actually 4 different parts of your brain, and you consider each part having its own domain, and all 4, when they're all the same, they're all lit up the same way. Basically what happens is you can move mountains. You have earth, fire, wind, and water, all the 4 metals: gold, silver, bronze, and iron. So you have all 4 of those things, and then basically when they're all in alignment, and all the chakras are in alignment, all the nerve centers are in alignment of your body, and your mind is fully aware, then you become very powerful and very awake. It's a very disturbing feeling, because you feel on edge, and but you'll start realizing that there's miracles that happen. Collapse of wave function, and those miracles happen, and your understanding is phenomenal. So anyway, that's what happens with that. And so that's really how to become like God, how to become a magician, a warrior, a lover, a man of the earth, financial expert, and then you can become powerful in any way, shape, and form. So you go to rituals, you can do that to awaken the chakras, and then you can basically do things the way you eat, what you say, what you do. The things you do can actually lift you to higher states, but you can also work against yourself, be divided against yourself by what you say. So you got to be careful with that, and then just realize that don't fear what's coming. Don't be afraid of it. Just allow it to unfold. Don't try to stop it. Allow it to unfold and express itself, and then you'll be amazed. So anyway, that's all I got to say. Over and out.